Well, hi everyone. I'm here with Kathy Mackenzie from Fire. Is it Fire Up?
Yeah, it's Fire Up Coaching.
I love the name of that. Fire Up Coaching in Melbourne. Now, Kathy would have to be one of the leading mindset specialists in the country, really engaging people around positive thinking, which I am all for, and really, I guess, helping break through those roadblocks that we kind of tend to set up ourselves. So, talk me through kind of what you do. Like, I find this fascinating because this is part of what I do, but I do it through the genre of training.
Yes.
So talk to me about your main thrust of the business.
Well, the main thrust is the mind-body connection, and many years ago when I first started studying neuro-linguistic programming in Canada, it was about how do we actually start to recognise what the blocks are in people. And so at Fire Up we've got a number of different programs that are around understanding how you can work with language. So neuro, starting to understand you think very differently to me, and everyone has their own way of taking information and creating meaning out of it.
Yes.
So you have to find what someone's own unique way of thinking is, and then coach them in a way that can help them to be accountable for their own outcomes. So it's not about telling people what to do, getting them to realise what their own blocks are and getting them to change their mindset around it.
Okay, so as you were saying that, I'm thinking, all right, do you find that there are, without generalising people because everybody's an individual, but do you find that the way in which people think and take on information, do you find that they kind of fall into specific categories, or is it just completely different for every person?
No, look, there are some general, and as you say, it's dangerous to generalise.
Yeah.
But comparing yourself to other people is a very common thing that people have a lot of internal dialogue where, I mean, in Filex, you're walking around here, there's so many different people, the beautiful people, and when people are actually comparing themselves to other people, it's not terribly useful, rather than actually thinking about what they can control themselves and what they can do. The other big thing that's very common in a lot of people is something outside of me needs to change. So they don't recognise that the change has to come from within. That they're waiting for something else to happen, so then they'll change. Or they think that the grass is greener, that other people have it easier, so they have a bit of a victim mindset. And being able to get them to realise that you're okay where you are now, and that's what coaches do, is actually go, okay, this is where we are now, what's your desired outcome, what's your desired future, and really get clear on all the steps of how we get there in terms of shifting your thinking, shifting your language. So even just reframing language from, say, losing weight, because when people focus on losing weight, they're still focusing on the negative, whereas if they're focusing on the sort of stuff you do, which is the healthy
I'm going to get faster.
I'm going to get stronger, those sorts of, that language is much more powerful.
It changes
it. Shifts it to people,
That's cool. I particularly like that. I really am a big believer in language. Whenever I hear someone say, oh, this training session is going to, like, I was literally yesterday at the Biggest Loser house, and one of the contestants was going to train with one of the trainers, and they're all standing around going, I said, are you guys alright? And one of the guys said to me, oh, this training session is going to hurt. And I said, you know what? If you keep saying that, it will. You've got to say something different. Turn your language around.
And it's probably one of the most common things that we start with in our courses is what you pay attention to, you get more of. So the more you focus on something,
the negative, you get more of it.
What you fear, you manifest. So getting people to really shift that, and also what you pay attention to, you get more of. But what you pay attention to determines what you miss. So what you
pay attention to
determines what you miss. Because you've only got so much that you can consciously pay attention to in moment to moment.
So if you're paying attention to all the things that are wrong in my life, you miss all the things that are awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And all the opportunities to
that
learn.
Could actually open new doors.
To learn and to change. So
I think I want to live with you. Can you just stay in my house forever? Oh my God, this is so cool.